Hi, folks. This is The Illegal Amigo presents Skankfest Vegas Revisited, Legion of Skanks. So, we are getting close to the end of my coverage of this great event. I thought I'd be done with it a little earlier than this, to be honest, but we'll do it in the time that it takes to do the time. Um, at any rate, I'll be doing probably just only two more, as far as I can tell, maybe a three, but at the most that. And that'll be all done here by the end of this week and posted here shortly. Speaking of shortly, we will be starting our Legion of Skanks episode. This will be the one with the Tuesdays with Stories crew, aka Mark Norman and Joseph List. This also has Louis K. Gomez, Kim Congdon, and I believe Polly Shore, and perhaps even more guests. So let's get right on into it. I'll grab my handy iPad Pro and get ready to go. Okay, let's see here. All right. And if you're going to be watching along, there should be a link in the description in which you can either open up another tab or another device and watch along with the audio to this one, along with the audio from the actual podcast. So I hope you enjoy watching along with me in three, two, and one. That ding's a perfect indicator of how to get synced up too. I ain't gonna lie, I do like that. Paching, blah 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 blah. Get Stewie. So, this is one of the few um, events that I attended, however, didn't stay for the entirety of. But had I known Polly Shore was going to come out, I might have stayed a bit longer. So, however, it was when I had arrived, it was a standing room only, which typically wasn't the case. They actually did a really great job of providing seating at most things. This was day two, so from what I could tell, they're releasing these. They had released these completely out of order, which is that this was the second day's um, Legion of Skanks, and it aired the first one to air come to YouTube, at least that is to say. The second episode that came to YouTube was the Roseanne episode, including ICP's own Violent J, and not to be confused with Big J. And if they do fusion, I guess they're Violent Big Violent, JJ, Violent JJ, Big, Violent Big JJ. No, but at any rate, that was the third day's Legion of Skanks, which would have been Sunday of that weekend. And the episode that just most recently went onto YouTube, which I'm most eager to get to doing the watch along, is Joe DeRosa's episode, which was the inaugural episode of Legion of Skanks for the festival. So, it was a stupendous uh, experience, to say the least. So I can't wait to see that in entirety. I saw that episode in its entirety live for sure, and I'll tell you the the shenanigans that Joe DeRosa got into really set off the festival in a rather proper fashion, or perhaps a little improper. And at any rate, I am excited to watch this one though, because it's always fun to get a good dose of Louis K. Gomez. For those who don't know, it's the Kim Congdon impersonation, or I would even say more so, it's character. It's a character. It seems like character work. So it's more of a characterization of Louis J. Gomez, if he were a mouthy Puerto Rican broad, I suppose, is maybe what what the analogy there is. Let's tune into this a little more. I don't want to be buried in a pet cemetery. I don't want to live my life again. It's funny. I just was explaining to my sister about that song, how it has like this weird depth to it, even though it's this really sad and corny song, like it's really goofy almost in its own way. But there's this soul and depth to it that's like you read in the, because I believe it was one of the last studio recordings that the Ramones would do together, or some crazy crap like that. It has like its place in rock and roll history. Perhaps I've mischaracterized it. That's the word of the day. Characterize. And mischaracterize herself is Kimberly J. Congdon. Or Kimberly K. Congdon, so her name's KKK. Oh, that Puerto Rican rattlesnake we know and love. Don't you just want to cuddle a rattlesnake as though it were a bunny, like on Aqua Teen Hunger Force? I don't want to cuddle on a Puerto Rican rattlesnake. I don't want to live my life again. First of all, I'll tell you right now, this has been truly, and I mean this, the best game we've ever done. We ain't fucking around. It really is. Man, I had a pretty good Halloween. I hope everybody else did. Mine was safe and satisfying. No. Did a couple of events over the weekend that were fun as well. Hung out with the fam. Shout out to the fam. My little my nephew's first trick or treating excursion. I think he's 3 or so, and man, he was going nutty. He was like trying to bust into people's house, like I'm Spider-Man, mother effers. I'm on YouTube, so I don't want to overly do the cussing, but you know what I'm saying. You're like, I'm Peter Parker, bitch. I could get all up in your face. He was hyping out though for sure. That boy got no class, but he eventually learned the etiquette because he was going to the doors with his auntie, and his auntie wouldn't take none of that. She was ready to go whoop upside his head if he didn't, straighten up and start acting right in people's yards, stomping on the flowers, pissing on the plants. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't do that. What the fuck are you talking about, you idiot? I'm talking to 3 hot chicks. You bitch. Oh man. You have a girlfriend. You're not supposed to. Yeah, there's a lot of fun to be had at Skankfest, man. I definitely am already trying to make plans for next year. If it's really in Tampa, I'll be pretty excited for that. I've never been to Florida myself. I've heard things. I don't know. I've heard good things. Oh shit. I just gonna miss the fact that the proximity of everything in Vegas was nice. I really did like that. Woo! Not true, unfortunately. But just here. Don't you dare take that over state lines. I don't want to be buried in a Vegas cemetery. I don't want to gamble my life away. Oh man, dude, I'm gonna try to enter my homie into the next Bop Bap. It's gonna be hilarious. Battle of the Badass Bands is about to get Bop Babbited about side his head. Ooh. No, I tell you though, it's gonna be something else. I mean, it's crazy. My homeboy is legit nutty and writes the craziest songs I've ever heard. They are so funny, but they can only go into a contest for Legion of Skanks because of how messed up they are. So it's gonna hopefully that'll all work out. We'll line that up. That's gonna be my ticket into next year's Skankfest. I mean, Skankfest Tampa, Skankfest Tamiami.
He's gonna be dead this time next year. Let's laugh.
No way, dude.
The Tamiami Trail, yo. Shout out to Little Stinkers. That's the only reason I know that phrase. The Tamiami.
We do have two fucking amazing guests coming on the show.
Oh, heck yeah, man.
Skanks, everybody. You know them and you love them.
Oh, sugar.
Skanks, everyone. It's the Tuesdays with Stories, boys.
It's the Tuesdays! What do you mean? Ah! That's a terrible Jerry Seinfeld impression. That's what you do to impersonate both these guys at once. You just impersonate Jerry Seinfeld. Or a baseball announcer. They both sound like play-by-play announcers for the radio in 1906. And there's a line drive to center field by Ricky the Wombat. Ricky the Wombat. I'm saying, oh, you know what? There's a wombat. It's a chick. She's like a lady soccer player, I think. She's the wombat. Ricky the Wombat. Oh, that's good times.
So like Russell Brand, I think we can still invite Russell Brand.
Oh, dude, Russell Brand should have been at Skankfest. I'd have been down with that. I'm a big fan of supercilious and voluminous vocabularies. Yeah. Well, here's the thing about Russell Brand is he was like he kind of reminds me of Jim Norton and being kind of straight up about what's what about him. I hope history doesn't prove me to be a fool to think that he's but he's also prone to proclivities, as he would say. So I don't know.
Well, he got convicted, dude.
Allegedly.
Yeah. I think so, right? Is he in jail? He got convicted, and then Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis wrote letters to the judge.
Oh, that's a whole nother animal.
Just being like character witnesses for him. Like, please go lenient on him. He's a really great guy, and then they got leaked.
Yeah, I remember the episode where Hyde date raped a girl and I was trying to tell Eric about it. And he was like, I'm not going to do that to Donna. Like, what are you, gay, Eric? That was a terrible episode of that 70s show. It was called That Real 70s Show. What, you never heard of no Spanish Fly, Eric? Foreman? Or you called him Foreman? What was the matter, Foreman? Now I feel like I'm doing a Rick impression from Rick and Morty. What's the matter, Morty? Oh, crap. I don't know what I'm doing. I was going to do an impression of Danny Masterson belittling Eric Foreman, and then I realized he doesn't call him Eric, he calls him Foreman. And then everything fell apart.
It's not even like a thing that people clap. Bijou Phillips is like so like.
Bijou Phillips.
She's pretty hot still.
She's okay, dude.
Sometimes somebody's gonna make you wanna turn around and say goodbye. Till then. I don't know what it says. Did you know? Did you know it can change? There's a whole new way you can hold down to your madre. If you hold down. Yeah.
Taking over.
The Bijou RZ. Hey, thank you. Hey,
I just got a text
comedy.
You were my choice. Call back.
Nice.
He said he wanted to fuck Lewis, but then he just private texted that he'd rather fuck me. There you go.
Oh, let's see.
No. We'd rather fuck.
Fucking and fighting, it's all the same. Living with dog's the only way to stay sane. Let the loving come back to me. Yeah.
What do you think? Lips on lips.
Boop.
Well, then Joe DeRosa is gay.
And at the same time, not that.
Full blown.
By today's society. Joe DeRosa not gay. to top that.
He said he liked it.
No, I think by everyone's standards, Joe DeRosa is fucking gay. That's the only thing we're like,
Oh,
I know like there's like some people like
Funky Lewis, y'all. Funky Lewis.
he hooked up with a trans, but he hooked up with a trans at Skankfest.
Ha
Even that trans is like, yeah, I'm a dude. I mean, like, they're not
No,
like,
she's talking about.
That's a great point about the context of it being at Skankfest. I'll tell you.
She's still around. I want to put a name to a face to the. She killed
Yeah,
After Joe.
it really. I'm surprised. You know what? That might have been why. You know what?
the only thing that could.
This video on YouTube did give me some kind of weird message about it when I went to watch it. So watch it while it's still here, folks. I mean, it's still gonna be on this playlist until it gets taken off, I guess. By the way, if you haven't already, do throw on this playlist that I have. It'll also be linked in the description. It is the playlist of all the footage and podcast and events that were recorded and put on YouTube. Here, so at the Illegal Amigo channel, you can watch my podcast that I'm doing with these Skankfest Vegas Revisited videos, along with the multitude of videos that are on the playlist. So you can find that by searching for hashtag Skankfest Vegas 2023, hashtag Team Illegal Amigo, or The Illegal Amigo. Or go to the Illegal Amigo channel page at the illegal was it www.youtube.com/@theillegalamigo. Thank you. And subscribe, comment, like, do all kinds of fun stuff. And engage with your programming people. I'm telling you, it's good for you because YouTube will try to recommend things that you like better, but also I feel like engaging with your favorite artist and performing artists are one of the most biggest positives of all this craziness of the internet. You know what I mean? Whether it's YouTube or Twitter or any of those things, they all offer things that can be perhaps problematic or a bit crazy or hectic. But at the same time, the positive is that you now have a way to communicate and access and support your favorite artists or content creators. And so make sure to engage, folks. I mean, I'm telling you, like, comment, subscribe, follow, and yeah, it's worth the time because especially this stuff like this, Louis J. Gomez and them, they have a great business model because they're behind a paywall. So if YouTube goes down, they're fine. If they don't, but YouTube keeps shutting down their channels, and that's like I think a little short-sighted, unfortunately. And I'd hate to have my channel messed up because of something silly as that. But at any rate, Louis K. Gomez has now invaded the show, slamming back some Steve Weisers. No, that'd be great. It'd be great if she had did the six pack thing, especially because she's a chick, and it'd make her, like have a wet t-shirt contest effect. But no, the Steve Weiser six pack at once, popping all the tabs of the six pack and trying to drink it all at once is the best. It's so stupid and wasteful. Oh, oh, oh.
Okay. Louis K. Gomez in the
Woo! K.
Wait a minute. Is this the DeRosa trans?
You couldn't find him a black hat, really?
Dude, the fucking production sucks here. I've been looking for a fucking cap all day. Fucking bullshit.
Oh man,
just like old
that Kim. Yep.
I'm actually not sure who this is.
So, in Lewis's absence a couple weeks ago,
They're gonna do a little bit of Legion of Skanks context here.
Louis K. Gomez made an appearance, and I mean, stole America's heart.
Yeah, And if you signed up for a little of it, you signed up for a lot of it.
I'm gonna start doing my impression of Kim.
What are you gonna be funny?
Ah,
Oh, woo! No,
ah.
I don't know. Can we all just take a second?
Mark Norman and Joe List, because they're like prolific joke writers, were panicking at the end of the weekend. They're like, I don't want to keep saying the same thing to you people. You've heard everything I have. Leave me alone. I'm exaggerating only a little bit. Oh man, yeah, Mark Norman was like, you heard all this stuff already. I don't know what to tell you. and old Joseph A. List wanted to, well, let's just say he hated himself, folks.
Louis K. Gomez.
Hold on. Do I do this constantly?
Yo, dude. Louis, sit closer to Louis K. You'll see what she also does.
Oh, man.
Moves her legs.
This is all bad. I think she go slap down some drinks.
It's so on point.
Louis K. Gomez. You get caught up in the Louis K. Gomez. Louis K. Gomez.
She knows you so well. Yeah. You have to know somebody very intimately to get all of
That's actually kind of true, though. You do get caught up in the Louis K. Gomez because she, like I said, her character acting is method. She's a method character. Ooh, that sounded like a dink. Like a dinker.
I'm actually bleeding.
What a fucking pussy!
Ha!
Sorry, doggy, but you know, come on.
Are you drinking whiskey? She doesn't drink whiskey. This is gonna be a problem.
It's
When Kim drinks whiskey, she gets violent. I'm telling you right now.
you don't have to worry about Kim.
Nice.
This is Louis K. Gomez.
Ken's not here, doggy. It's just me and me. Fucking suck it up, dude. Stop showing another man your lip.
Oh man, you showed another man your lip, dude.
Man, yeah.
Oh wow, you're bleeding.
Is it weird that Louis K. Gomez is hotter than Kim Kardashian? No, I'm just kidding. I mean, is that even possible?
Lewis with a puss. Lewis with a puss.
Yeah, see what I mean? Hot. It's like when they take one of those Marvel characters and then shove them into a costume with. They just turn the costume into the same thing with tits. Like Venom, Lady Venom made no sense. Nobody wants a muscly ass tar monster with boobs.
What's science?
It's such a weird. It's such. Just somebody was just drawing and they drew it and like, yeah, what do you think about this? Yeah, put it in a book. Let's get this down a little bit. Let's talk about regendering comic book characters for a moment while they talk about their advertising sponsorships of sorts. I find that Venom one to be perhaps the most egregious. Perhaps the dopest one is Elektra as she Daredevil. They don't call her She Daredevil. That'd be stupid, and I'm feeling kind of stupid having said it. But that is in fact what she is. But yeah, no, that one's dope, and it would also be very erotic in depiction. One would gather. However, let's see what else is an egregious one. I don't know. A lot of them are good. Lady Thor is good. What's her name? Nancy Kerrigan. No, that ain't it. Jane Foster Thor. There you go. I knew I'd think of it if I said Nancy Kerrigan. That was the ticket to that, by the way. Yeah, so Jane Foster Thor is a pretty sweet Thor. Gwen Stacy, fun Spider Woman. Oh, Batwomen stink. Most of the Batwomen aren't very good. Batgirls are dope. Batwomen stink. Best Batgirl, probably Cassandra Cain. Big Cassandra Cain fan. Let's see, are they back to the show here? Yeah, here we go.
I've been most excited about Skankfest this year.
Oh man, it's just.
Oh, she sounded like Tim Allen. It's basically a Tim Allen impression with Lewis vocabulary.
Just know I did it. My parents are dead. I don't know if you guys know.
I don't know if you guys know.
Try one thing.
I never stop talking about it, doggy.
Try one thing. It's a game of numbers.
That's how I feel about my relationships.
You can. No one can ever
Every
stop
no,
you from
every
trying
no
again.
gets you closer to a yes.
See, they didn't laugh.
Woo!
It's
They love me.
she.
Woo!
immersed
See, who else
yourself
is a
in the
good?
role.
She-Hulk's pretty successful and hot. I think She-Hulk worked. And in a lot of ways, that's what this is. In a lot of ways, this is She-Hulk. She's so. Yeah. I could. Yeah, this is very much a She-Hulk situation. I think. Let's see what else. Kim K could be compared to.
Oh, you can't? I can't do it. They hurt me.
What? That's not very. I just said that.
Supergirl rules, but that again, girls aren't the same as naming thing or making just the feminization of the character, because Supergirl's its own thing, and Supergirl being its own thing is great because Supergirl's a great character. High recommendations for Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, if you're trying to buy a book for your female family member, and you want to inspire them to be a phenomenal woman, let's say, a super girl, you might say. No. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, fantastic book, A+, thumbs up, nothing but good things to say about it.
Can I say I will not?
Not a chick book by any stretch of the imagination, but definitely recommend it as a gift for chicks.
She might fucking don't do that. She might start her own festival here and everything.
In fact, don't buy it because you'll be in the way of my buying copies, and I bet the fact that they've sold out before, it might be holiday season and they might be hard to get. So make sure there's enough for me, then buy your copies.
Yeah.
I think she just sits down and stares me down angrily every time.
Yes.
I think she has to go to an angry place at me to get here. I hope you guys aren't over this bit because you're sentenced to an hour and a half.
Yep, Dave knows.
They love Louis K. Gomez. So much so, Louis J. Gomez, Dave Smith, like to say something also.
How did a K chant not get started? It's crazy that it's just a chant of Ks.
I'm gonna bring out Carla in a fucking fat suit and a beard.
Oh, his wife does do comedy. That would be funny. Carla Okerson, everybody. Follow Carla Okerson. Or don't. I know I'm not.
What was that?
It still feels good each time.
Well, we had,
Louis K, but you can call her Kimmy K. Kimmy K. For short, you can call her KKKK. Don't say I said the other thing because I kept saying 4Ks every time I've said it. I've counted each time. Don't mess with me. When it's 4Ks, there's no issue. It's a different number that you're concerned with. Algorithms.
I'm throwing my full endorsement. Influential powers behind Louis K. Gomez.
Kimmy, K.
I will say I am also throwing my endorsement behind Louis K. Gomez.
It doesn't work.
Woo!
Damn it. I don't know what to come back at that with.
I would kill to be behind Louis K. Gomez.
Woo!
Everybody wants to be behind Louis K. Gomez.
Ironically, though, on this table, only Louis J. Gomez has been behind Louis K. Gomez.
Womp, womp, womp.
I'm the only one who's ever had my back.
You guys are both wetbacks.
Shazam. Oh, it was funny. I was using that word frivolously not too long ago. Saying a bunch of those type of words, but specifically it really upset one of my cousins. And man, I felt bad the story he told me because he's like, I'm sorry, it's just somebody called that to somebody I really care about. I'm like, ah, damn, man. Now I feel bad. I didn't mean to make you like trip on a real life event. I just was saying how messed up it was being from where we're from, and people will call you that type of cheesy. We grew up in a little town called Watsonville. And yeah, lots of Mexicanos in El Watsonville.
I'll handle the chance.
Oh, that hit a guy in the forehead.
You could definitely hurt
Go on
somebody
now.
twice, Louis.
I'm starting to think some of you didn't even go to my chant school.
Chant class.
I teach you how to chant. Learn the curriculum. Chant when I say.
Well, it's crazy. They just start chanting like crazy now.
Yeah, no.
But you
I started an F.U. Lewis chant right in front of his face at the beginning of the parade, the skink walk, I should say, not skink parade. It's illegal to call it the skink parade.
2008. Fantastic.
Skank walk, doop doop. Skank walk, doop doop doop. Skank walk, skank walk. Walk on now, you skanks, you.
I'll tell you when it's chant time.
Only
Ha.
fools do that.
Ah.
They booed me clapping on the plane. People really hate that.
Well, honestly, what kind of man claps for another man that's flying his plane?
That is a great point. Damn it, Louis K. Gomez. Could you just follow me around and remind me of my principles?
Watching Louis meet Louis is what I've dreamt of this moment.
Oh, this is worse than you cheating.
So let's see. I think at this point, when did this air? I think this might have been right after I did the SDR show. This might have been the first show I went to after SDR on Saturday.
We said we'll talk about it later.
Maybe at 4 or so, maybe 4 p.m. on Saturday. Was ready to get pretty drunk after that SDR show, eating a goose egg. I still can't believe, man, it's the funniest thing. You could win a contest and win all the points in the points round, and then they just decide to vote for somebody else. It's the craziest thing. But it is what it is, boy. It is what it is.
I'm not going on how many.
Are you saying that's the right way to do
That's
it?
the right. Hold on. That is the right way to smoke.
Ah.
It's counting the hits. Thank you. Nobody's counting the hits of other men, dude.
I'm not
That's some gay shit.
Yeah, what kind of faggot counts? 1, 2, 3, now you hit it.
Yeah.
I agree, doggy.
Oh yeah. Thank you. Finally, now we're finding common ground, Louis K.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We should have done this the whole time.
Oh my God, they're evolving. They're becoming friends.
They- They're gonna be like a station and slam into each other. It became a super Lewis. What would that be?
Yeah.
K plus
I'll
L.
tell you, Louis, though.
I mean, no, K plus J.
Louis K. Gomez told me that after last
Let's
appearance
see.
on Skanks, going out of character was quite a motherfucker.
Ah.
Brought Louis J. Gomez energy to everywhere she went after for a couple hours.
I'm not kidding. When I tell you right now, right before this, I got very angry. I may have kicked the trash can and yelled at some employees. Sincerely.
Yeah, Louis. How does that feel?
Yeah, man. Let's see. K plus L. Let me think. That sounds because okay. J is 10.
First of all, I've calmed down. I have been literally at this point 18 days without
JKL. So 11, 12. They're 23. Oh, the number 23. There you go. Okay. So they're destined to be together because the movie, the number 23. Because they're letters. Wait, how am I doing this again? I don't even remember. I got so sidetracked. I was adding up the what was it something? Oh, if they did fusion like Station from Bill and Ted's Excellent, no, sorry, excuse me, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. Station was a pair of aliens that became one big monstrous alien by running into each other full force. It was quite funny looking. Kind of looked like a troll doll if a troll doll was made out of like I don't know, an old black lady cellulite butt. That's like look, and maybe I don't know if a troll doll was also supposed to look like yeah, like a cottage cheese butter thigh meat and I don't know. Maybe if he was trying to make a creature that like a Muppet that was designed to mock Whoopi Goldberg, like how Janice is Janis Joplin in the Muppets. Station could have been the I hate Whoopi Goldberg Muppet. But at any rate, so Station turned into Big Station. Louis J and Louis K Gomez would slam into one another and become, let's see, the 23rd the 23rd elephant. I almost said the 23rd letter of the alphabet. I mean to say, would be 17, 18, 19, 20. Wait, let's see. 17, 18, 19, 20.
Whatever she's doing right now, whatever like sort of like method acting she's doing, she has to like invoke rage. Because every time I look at her,
It's X. No, wait, that doesn't make any sense. 23. I might be dumber than I think. Okay, P is the 16th letter. 17th is Q. 18th is R. 19th is S. 20th. That's just because I'm also listening to the podcast. 20 is T. 21 is U. 22 is V. 23 is W. Okay, that makes way more sense. I don't know how I got to whatever the hell I said before. W. So Louis W. Gomez. Thank God I did all that counting because this is the dumbest bit that took forever to get. This is like, what do you call it? This is a long road to get to a short distance, man. So Louis W. Gomez, which is actually, I do like the W. W is a distinguished middle initial. I approve. And they just doggy. Louis W. Gomez is tremendously sized.
I'm scared of Lewis and Kim, so this is like a whole monster. I'm genuinely turned on.
Yeah.
No.
Marky Mark Norman knows what I'm hollering.
I want to fuck two guys at the same time so bad. That's not true.
I'm not dog whistling or anything by scratching my nose either. I just had an itch. I'm not like oh geez, now I'm gonna have another memory lapse. Carol Burnett. Carol Burnett was the one who used to pull her ear. There you go. Thank God if I remembered in a timely manner for once. I'm gonna be going out to trivia night in a little bit. I'm looking forward to that. This will be a fun little video to conclude before I get off to my evening's activities. Have a few drinky poos and do some trivia roos.
All right, what are we fucking doing?
You think the production's not doing their job?
I mean, I don't know. Do we have something?
Oh, she sound like Kermit the Frog.
Do you have anything planned? The biggest festival in the fucking world.
Don't give me like honestly. I gotta be honest with you. You're making some great points right now, Louis. You would think that we would have a little bit more fucking direction plan for the show,
Hmm.
considering how much we fucking pay these fucking producers.
Hmm.
We overpay them. We fucking overpay them. They're losers.
They're fucking losers.
God
They deserve
damn.
more money. If they deserve more money, the production would be better. You understand?
You know what? Hire my ass, Lewis. I need a job anyway, bruh. I mean, I'm doing this, but I need a gig. I need a real gig. I got other gigs that I get, here and there doing DJ work and this, that, the other. But I need like a consistent, gig doing these here thangers with the Gas Digital. I'm gonna get up in there. Watch. You watch. I'm telling you, man. Now I'm entering Bop Bab. Bop Bab. Bop Bab. Battle of the Badass Bands, boy. Bop Bab. Bop Bab. Ooh. Man, I'm telling you, dude, that's gonna be so many. I can't believe it. I can't believe we're gonna do my homies musical endeavors on Bop Bab. That's gonna be so messed up. I don't even know if they gonna have to like take the whole thing off of YouTube. They ain't even gonna be able to play that episode of you on YouTube. It'd be crazy.
That's bullshit, actually.
Go ahead.
I care if you're happy. I don't care. I don't care if you're sad.
No, I don't think that you would care if I was happy on this podcast.
Oh, baby, I don't want to make you sad. But if you love me, I might do something rash. What's this strange relationship? A ship. Doo 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 doo. Bop bop bop. Ba da bop bop ba da. Bop bop bop. Da bop bop. Doodaloo doodaloo. Oh man, he's speaking Louis J's and K's language. If he's asking them to imagine they're a boxing coach. I am a boxing coach, doggy. Team Rattlesnake, doggy. Ah, doggy. Oh yeah, here we go.
Calm down. He's a friend. He's a friend of the show.
Oh, you guys want to suck his dick because he's famous?
Can we get a chair and a microphone for Paulie?
The answer's yes. Anyway.
Hey, get him a chair. Get a Polly.
Thank you. What's up, guys?
Paulie's
I know it's supposed to
Polly
be Richard Simmons.
Sure.
Love the show. First of all, you failed on the show. Second of all,
I'm here. I just needed a fucking break after what I did in the other room.
He's so crazy, that Polly Chore.
Rosa.
He's the whistle, eh? ¿Sabes qué? He's the whistle.
Yeah, that'd be.
Polly Chore, stop it.
No, I just wanted to show
Pablo es Chore. Es Chore. Shit, I can't do it. Pablo es Chore. There he goes. Chuno.
wanted to show face.
The whistle.
Thank you.
El whistle. El whistle.
Thank you so much.
oh, you're the man, Paulie.
Polly's a fucking legend, everybody. Polly Shore.
I was gonna say.
I didn't really only come out for like a second and then mob.
Fucking asshole.
I was actually sitting in the rest of the show.
I love you. I love you.
Wait a second, Louis.
It's just the one man show is pretty emotional.
Woo!
So it's going back. I did my one man show next door. If you haven't seen it, it's called Stick with the Dancing. If you don't, a lot of people don't know who the fuck I am because they're all under 21 here.
Uh-huh.
So my mom,
Everybody's under 21 here. That was a nutty thing to say. At a festival full of adults. Middle-aged adults, I'd even say.
I did a one man show right next door about my childhood. It's hard for me. So when they asked me to come right here to be on your show, I needed just a break. But I'm okay now. I had a shot of some tequila.
Woo!
Better. I did a little gummy. Can I wheeze off? You know, the only other comedian that
wheeze
smokes
off?
these is Dave Chappelle. He smokes these exact cigarettes.
Nice.
David Tell too, though.
David Tell smokes the gold.
Yeah.
Chappelle smokes
We actually know Dave Chappelle.
He's got, give it up for Joe Rogan, what he did for Austin, Texas, really quick.
No.
And then also,
I love how some people booed.
Yeah. I sure did.
Fuck Austin.
I don't know. I'd go if this guy. There's a fella who wants to get a cavalcade of open micers to go to Austin to do something in the new year. I might go with him. We'll see. That'd be fun.
Yes. Fuck yes.
Road gig. The road is effing hard. The road is effing tough.
Can we give Paulie a chair?
Get him a fucking chair. Why
I like
does
it this. I like it this. It's more awkward.
Two
Chairs.
No, we have two chairs.
Two chairs.
Plus, Tom Dustin started a club in Key West. He's here. He is here.
Oh, that's the other guest.
Can I get a black hat?
Paulie, have a seat.
Give me a black hat. Give me a
Come
fucking
hang
hat,
out.
dude.
Great Paulie Shore.
Lewis K.
Thank you.
Diddly 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 do.
It's Bane.
God, America is here. He's dressed as Dave's podcast.
This episode's pretty good, but I still gotta say between. Oh, T.J. Miller's another guest. There you go. This is pretty good. I'll tell you though, man, Rosie and there's something big has to happen here. Louis K. Gomez, Pauly Shore, T.J. Miller, all add up to pretty good fun. But the Roseanne episode and the Joe DeRosa episode were awesomely outrageous. So let's see. I'm curious to see how this ends because I was not there by the time the additional guest had arrived. USA, USA. My colors don't run, boy. You can't tread on me. Cause I won't back down. No, I stand my ground.
TJ made some very good points.
TJ Miller loves to scream.
What's your thoughts? I do love your rap. Some people do Skankfest right. I wear
No me gusta la feedback arusta.
What is happening with these microphones, guys?
Bobby Hutch.
Burn.
Bobby Hutch would have never walked right in front of that speaker with that microphone.
Sick burn.
Too much feedback.
Well, Paul, you have figured out Skankfest, my friend.
Yeah. Pauly Shore sure did crack the code there. Yeah, I agree there, Joey Josephson. Joey Jojo?
I've been living
Joey
here
Jojo!
2.5 years. A lot of your people flew in for this. Yeah. You guys all flew in. How many people are actually from Las Vegas? Not a lot.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But I've been living here, and I don't know if you guys saw Rod Stewart. He performs.
That must be a fun show. I'd rock some Rod Stewart. Play Beckola! I'll play a song or two for that, mate, but you got to let me get through my set list. Play Beckola! That's all I scream at.
We have the same situation right here.
I like Jeff Beck. I'm sure he'd be thrilled to hear that, mate. However, I'm with my own band now, you see. Jeff Beck!
They usually do chant KKK around here.
Play a song from Faces.
Where is she?
I'm just shouting out demands at Rod Stewart, but I'm all drunk. Peter Griffin level drunk.
Is it like looking in the mirror? It's actually horrifying. Whatever this thing is, I don't think I do it, but I want to. I do not do this, dude.
It's like his
Slap if I do that.
Puerto Rican rattlesnake. You know how snakes shed their skin? He shed his rattlesnake hide, and it was like a symbiote, and went on Kim Congdon there, and she became Louis K. Gomez. Wrapped, so it's like she's the Carnage to his Venom. But Lady Carnage with boobs, You know how that always makes a superhero or villain better. You just add boobs. I still can't believe that's. I can't believe that's what they did with Venom to make a she Venom. They just basically made more lean looking, less bulky muscle Venom with boobs. I'm gonna eat your brains, but your face will be in my boobs for a minute while I do so. Because I have to pull your head up like that, you see, to my face, with your face in my Venom boobs. Then, I don't know, Venom boobs. there's something to that. It's really weird.
I'm serious. It's expensive, but it's good.
Louis K.
Lewis is having a hard time staring down the barrel of his own personality.
Yeah,
How do you feel? Do you think she's over exaggerating it?
yeah.
I think that my lip is currently bleeding still because she violently attacked me.
Okay, so far she's nailing that. Okay, so you're saying 1 for 1 so far.
Batting 1,000.
Can I tell you here's the thing? I feel like me and Kim have been in a very good place lately. And as I'm looking at her impression of me, I'm realizing that we are not in a good place.
That's pretty good.
I mean, she's got you down pat.
Hey, you guys, this is way cooler than the sphere, right?
Yes.
I wanted to see the
How
sphere.
do we know you guys aren't part of the sphere? Maybe this is fake, and this is like video and shit, and they're fucking with us.
This is all part of YouTube's show.
They've really become experimental in their old age.
U2 just envelops the entirety of Vegas in its sphere video.
To see it from everywhere.
It's good. No, I've seen it. But then I looked at a video of it, and it's just like these fucking hockey puck sized fucking lights too close to it. They're really far apart. It's kind of crazy. Huh? If you get close to the sphere, it's not what you think it's going to be.
You know, it's like the screens at the back of stages now.
Who's gonna be the first comedian that performs in the sphere?
He wishes.
Matt Rife.
Yeah, that makes way more sense.
He'll be in there.
That was a weird reaction. Look at Lewis and Kim's
Or, ooh, Kevin Hart in the sphere. I'm in the sphere! Bam!
Parkinson's.
When I wanted to do the sphere, I had to put on my pants, right? I'd be like, And then I put on my pants and I was like, what kind of shit gonna go with this? I'm in the sphere, man. I'm gonna be in a sphere, so I gotta wear the shirt that fits the sphere.
So fucking amazing. So amazing. And I was like,
I think we should kidnap Matt Rife and then put a dildo on his asshole right in front of this fucking place.
All right, Pauly Shore, that's
let's let Joe DeRosa jack him
no.
up, you guys.
Oh, that's a bit better.
Then he'll suck Joe DeRosa's dick.
Matt Rife. Why does anybody hate Matt Rife?
No, he's a great guy. Oh, wait. Why do you hate Matt Rife?
Why?
Just
Yeah.
because he's good looking?
Ha.
We're jealous. We're jealous to him. He's handsome.
He's handsome and not for me.
Ha.
I'm not his core demographic, and he's good looking.
Ha.
Damn.
Legit. I don't know. It was funny to see him like call ladies a bunch of bitches on his stand-up special, his red flags or whatever it was called. He just like called every woman a bitch somehow or another. Basically, that asked the question. They're like, "My red flag is I don't like fat guys." You're a fat bitch. Red flag. That's not exactly what he said, but it's close enough.
He is very good at crowd work. I think the best I've ever seen. Jay? You have anything you want? Anything you want to add?
In his weight class.
Woo!
In the twink weight class.
Twinkie dinky, baby.
Twin champ.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know what a sphere is.
It's a new venue.
Oh, it's a venue.
Oh,
No, but I mean, you haven't.
It's like the only one that used an actual word for it.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was a venue. I thought it was like an art installation. That's what I thought also. It's like,
Well, U2 was in it. I don't know.
No, they change it. It's something different every day.
Oh.
Sometimes it is an eyeball, which looks pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
But you say, well, you live here. Is it crazy with the show?
I have not been in. I've been here for 48 hours. I have not left.
Oh,
I
maybe.
sleep in the back in the corner by the green room
Oh,
next to Roseanne.
I wish. I wish.
I've been
I would have cuddled that up real
I
hard.
haven't seen it. I want to check
Be
it
like,
out.
make room, Pauly Shore and Roseanne. I'm gonna spoon the two of you. The twos of you.
Oh yes.
That's a sassy sandwich.
Pretty good. I miss Louis Anderson. I used to suck his tits.
That's something.
I bet Roseanne
There's
was
other
so
words
good.
for what
Oh,
he did to him.
They do anal.
I'm Louie. I don't know why my impression of him is the dad voice he does, but that's good enough.
Tom Arnold.
Louie, you're dumb. You're a dumb fat kid. I don't like you,
Is she
but
here
I'm
still?
your dad.
The girl from Planet of the Apes.
Oh, that's a wooden fucker.
I like that his dad had like crazy thick eyebrows. I wish I had those eyebrows. The hella stern ass eyebrows.
The bitch was white.
Looked like it was a part of his glasses. It was crazy looking.
That was
He did a great job of that in the animation.
No one screams into a fucking camera phone.
Life with Louie had strikingly similar animation to style to like the Critic. I wonder if that's a coincidence or not.
Pretty legendary sketch.
Could just be very 90s styled and like animation.
That's one way to get a reaction. Yeah,
But I think it's a close and maybe not dead on perfect, but I think you could have dropped one in the other's world and not missed a beat. They put Jay Sherman in the Simpsons world, but he looked squiggly and kind of odd as a Simpsons character. If anything, they drew him a little bit like the character that John Lovitz had played that hates Marge and like produced the musical Marge was in. What's it called? A Streetcar Named Desire, the musical. That guy was John Lovett's character, and I feel like they kind of drew their Jay Sherman, the Critic character, to look like that. I could be wrong, but I feel like that was the case to some extent. Like they gave it a little bit of a squiggly mouth like that character had. But maybe they're trying to capture a depiction of John Lovitz in some fashion with those things, you know? Make the voice match the depiction. Oh man, Brian Holtzman's hilarious. He's I don't know if I'd like see him outside of Skankfest, but he kills that Skankfest, man.
You gotta get a funny bone first.
Hey.
It's undiscussed for no reason. Their legs are still both going. It's fucking wild.
I know my legs are going. They got me thinking of restless leg syndrome. I'm like squiggling and squaggling this whole episode. Yeah.
Also, off microphone, she's reached over several times and be like, "Doggy, another subject. Let's go."
Ah.
To nobody, just in my ear.
I mean, we're not gonna plan anything for fucking Skankfest. It's the biggest thing in the world, and we don't have anything. We're talking about fucking Brian Holtzman.
Polly's right though. There's a lot of people that
We're just kissing Polly's ass.
I think one of the best people at the fest is Joe List. That's who I like. I love how Kim is starting to
What is
trash
going
talk
on?
Roommate, so she's taking more liberties. It's like, fuck you, Paul, you piece of shit.
Fucking Mark Norman's like, yeah, great comment. Let's do something funny, doggy.
You
Show your
guys,
tits, bitch.
you guys should see their legs.
Fucking.
Whip them out, girl.
What do you guys think Roseanne's pussy smells like?
Not the vaccine.
A lax of vaccination. Oh, the lunchbox. Yowza. Good gravy.
Big cake.
Hey, the pressure's on me.
Oh,
Yeah, the
Let's
pressure's on
see.
you.
Yeah, the lunchbox might be the best answer for that Roseanne question.
It's your producers.
Let's see.
Let's see what Bobby Hutch did. Pull it up, Bobby.
Oh.
It's like.
I remember she was getting like tattoos and flipping people off in the 90s, and everybody just thought she's like a feminist. And now she says this stuff that she says, and people are like, she's a Nazi. And like, it's like, I don't think she was anything that people thought she was. She was mainly just a kooky lady comic that was like, you know, very drew her comedy from a very kind of dark and real traumatic place that I think people didn't understand that it's so like they think she stood for something or something. I don't think that's really the case. I mean, sure, she has her convictions, but I don't think she is trying to recruit people to her cause or her agenda at all. Like ever. I don't think any time she's ever done that. I think she's mostly just not self-serving. That might be a bit of a crude way to say it, but just like a very legitimate, earnest, and honest approach to trying to deal with psychological issues through art and comedy and stuff. Art being other things than stand-up, shows and movies.
I fought for you.
And then these cocksuckers go online and they start promoting the deleted scenes.
I'm trying to remember, she was in like a movie where she was in the wacko basket. I can't think of what that was. Where she was in in a loony bin. I can't think of what it was though. I'll try to remember. There's also that one I think with
Yes.
I think Barbara Streisand does one like that too. Who else does one? There's a few of those movies where a lady gets thrown. It's basically One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest with breast. You give the main character, you give like I was saying about the supervillains and superheroes. They gave what's his gosh darn name? I'm really bad with names right now. I don't research anything, folks. I just kind of wing a lot of this. So my apologies for being so blank. But no, let's see. This actor. He's like.
Fucking louder!
And nuts.
That fucking sucks.
Basically, yeah, they take one flew over the cuckoo's nest and make it into a lady version like they did with the Ghostbusters.
Writer's strike over? Is that what's happening now?
What did you just say? Ollie, what just happened? I wish we could have planned me for this show.
Don't worry about it, doggy.
I like how people say the SAG strike's over, the writer strike's over, now I can finally get back to work. You're like, motherfucker, you weren't working before the fucking SAG strike.
Hell yeah, Paul.
That's hella relatable, probably.
Right there, dude.
Matt Rife. Fucking
Fuck
Matt
you,
Rife.
Matt Rife.
Ha!
Matt Rife.
Dude, we had we did the Fighter and the Kid.
Yeah, I you know what? I stand by my leaving this podcast prematurely.
Hey, look at that.
I think you did. I thought it was great.
I really thought I missed out by missing out on T.J. Miller and Pauly Shore, but
I'm not funny. We were like,
I think the Louis K. Gomez character dominates, sucks the air out of all the bits. Purposefully, she's like Chip Chipperson. She's doing a Chip Chipperson on Lewis. She's chipping him, babe.
You guys were all like, "You are a heavyweight prize fighter."
Man, I tell you.
Yeah. It's a little bit different in real life. I guess we're all cool. Yeah, but no, I thought it was fun on the show, or we were fun on his show. I guess it was great.
I'm a big fan of Chip Chipperson. I do like that concept overall, and the non-comedy or anti-jokes or whatever you want to call it. I do love that. I find it very, very entertaining. Louis K. Gomez, unfortunately, is doing that in a way that it halts the comedy flow, like in the same way, and brings things to a halt purposefully in a funny way in the same way. But something about Jim Norton's, he'll throw a little scriddly D, a little extra umph on the end of them. That, because here's the thing, you're still impersonating Louis J. Gomez, and he's just not as funny as Jim Norton.
You're not going to say Shaw should be headlining? Come on.
Oh, geez. Yowza. That will be some of the last footage I do, is the fighter and the kid stuff, and the Joe DeRosa. I will be doing the first Skankfest live podcast as my last Skankfest Revisited podcast, which would be the Joe DeRosa, Ari Schaefer, Legion O Skanks from Friday, September 29th 2023. It's going to be a hoot, people. I will have a lot of fun. I hope you have a lot of fun too. Because it's going to be a fun.
Really fucking fucked up moments. I love that.
Why'd you go to the Fight Companion if you don't like it?
He asked me to, and I didn't know that's what it fucking was.
What do you think the Fight Companion was?
I have no idea.
Polly
So I showed up. 'cause
Pauly
it was a
Shore's
nice guy,
ignorance.
And his body glistens when you put oil on it.
Oh, no doubt.
true. He's a sexy
No
beast.
doubt. Yeah.
It's just like he said, show up. I just show up. I don't ask questions what the fuck it is.
Huh,
I just show up.
well, that's fun or ignorant. I don't know which.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah,
I give him some
I like
credit.
this.
Credit where credit's due. Why does everybody hate that? Tell me.
Yes,
No?
sir.
What did they do?
But I
Do you
didn't.
guys know?
Aw, TJ trying to stir the pot.
Does anyone know? Is everybody just like, yeah, fuck Schwab?
I got really scared. I thought I was about to
didn't
like
know.
accidentally touch the screen and pull a calamity when I was just trying to get a little juice on the volume.
A select few of these guys are like on these subreddits and shit, but they don't really give a shit. I think it's just funny to like. It's funny to be a troll.
it's fun.
They trolled me last week. Everyone was trolling me the entire fucking
No,
week.
that was
Oh
real.
yeah, that was real. Everybody hates Lewis.
They told me all the time.
Fuck you, Lewis, y'all. Fuck you, Lewis. Funky Lewis, y'all. Funky, 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 funky Lewis. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah.
I was 6 steps behind. So what happened with Brendan Schaub? Why were people being mean to him or da 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 da? I'm not.
Was it that
Bobby
Bobby
Lee. That's a fucking truth.
That was Delilah.
Because I don't know. I don't know specifically.
Pretty
what happened,
funny.
so-
Pretty funny.
guy in the crowd who was ready to fight for Bobby Lee.
Yeah, but you know what? He yelled at.
fucking doing this right now or what?
He yelled at though, and everybody was like, "Yeah, don't fuck with Bobby Lee."
Yeah. He's sweet.
In the
Huh.
comments.
It's the truth. It's
Well,
love.
all right, let me ask you: is there anybody here who really hates Brendan Schaub? I'm like, dude, fuck, I hate you. You're like,
It's
I'm
so
just
weird,
like
yeah.
One of
You
those
think
people.
anyone's going to admit that when
Yeah.
he might be
I think
around?
it's also just that he's one of these people who was
He's a nice guy.
a celebrity who became stand-up comic. I think that's the issue.
But again,
But they're not
I
gonna know
still-
for that.
I still am not clear.
Except for at that Ari Joe DeRosa show that will never be shown anywhere ever.
And I think people are like, dude, you guys know, I don't actually know what he did to make people hate him this much. But I'm saying, if somebody can explain to me,
The special.
Yeah, because I don't know.
no. Hear me,
Oh.
look, a lot of people stink at comedy. People don't hate people just for stinking at comedy. That's not what it is.
To be-
Lewis, you know.
Huh.
What do you mean I know? Because he was fucking. Look,
Huh.
he was a UFC fighter, and he was like.
I thought you were gonna say you should know because you're not funny and people still let you do stand up. That's gonna be mean.
To be honest, people are being fucking haters. They're being fucking haters. They're mad
Yeah,
because
that's not
he
cool.
made a cool ass friend and fucking put out a special and was a man.
Haha.
Guys, don't be haters.
Yeah, bro. Not cool, dude. Not cool.
Look, Louis
Haha.
raises a
Not
good point.
cool.
I don't think that's why people hate Shaw.
Yeah.
So what is it?
No, I'm asking.
Pauly
I'm
Shore's so
saying because
confused.
We said that on the show with him.
We're going to be like, Lewis, you told us to.
Huh.
Tell us why people don't like him.
Right here. But
Which guy?
I'm saying get an actual honest perspective.
That looks like Holtzman when he started stand up.
Punchline at the end of your
Nobody fucking hated him, dude. It was just a joke, and we all leaned into it like you did.
You're saying nobody hated him? I don't think that's true.
Nobody gives a
They
shit.
learned it by watching you.
Huh.
They did. It was. Yeah,
It wasn't-
I think it was way.
I learned it from you, Dad. I
Learned it by
learned it
watching
from
you.
you.
Do you want me to go to one of these people to ask or no?
Who dog?
Those who hate Shaw have children.
This the podcast is running out of steam that they're having to pull the audience when look how much hitters are up there, man.
Special, is that what it was?
There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guests and then the skanks, man. How the hell is this coming to such a screeching halt? This is I don't know. This is a weird episode to some extent. I'm glad I only stayed for like half of it. Yeah.
I said this about the.
I mean, I'm watching it now, so I don't know that I've this or that. It's fine, and I'm not like saying, oh, I would never watch this or nothing, but they're definitely Woody crawling across the finish line here. This is drawing to close to an end, and wow, wowee, folks, wowee.
Soap opera.
Oh yeah, remember?
Like they're just walking. I go, they're
Hi, I'm Joe Mackey, and I kinda, I feel like I should have got the part when I went out to be the new Morty from Rick and Morty. I was like, hey fellas, hot dog, I really am glad to be here. Joe Mackey sounds like Morty from Rick and Morty, but also like Mickey Mouse and Morty, Mickey Morty. Folks.
I can't hate you. You're the quietest black guy ever.
Put a movie on behind us.
Good job.
T.J. Miller, Pauly Shore,
Woo woo.
Norman, Joe
All right,
Russo.
folks, we're drawing this puppy to a cliff nose. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment. At the Illegal Amigo on YouTube, at the Illegal Amigo on X, Illegal Amigo Productions on Instagram, and also check out Mondo Phonics. There'll be new videos on there shortly. And until next time, I'm gonna bid you all a fond adieu.